I have optimism. Smooth, understated, I like it. He clearly didn't die. Slim junk fast, unwow. Dare I hope. Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Shanghai, back for another Eurovision reaction video. Tonight I'm going to be listening to the 6 songs in Ireland's national final. I'm going to listen, react and see which one I think could do best in Turin. So, let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to one of the particular reactions. I'm going to film this video over several days. Today I'm listening to 3 songs and then I'll do the rest later when they're released, but 3 have only been released so far. Big disclaimer on this video, if you're new to my channel, I have very honest and direct opinions, both negative and positive, about Eurovision songs. If you don't want to potentially hear anything negative about a song that you like, don't watch this video. I also discuss the current state of Ireland in the Eurovision. We've come last place in the last 3 editions. Of course, that's something I have opinions and criticisms about. If you don't want to hear that or anything else negative, again, don't watch the video. You've been warned. Do not leave me a comment in the comment section being abusive towards me. It's your decision to keep watching. Otherwise, enjoy. If you are regular on this channel, you know my views about Ireland pretty clearly. That's where I'm from. Think that we were very strong in the 90s. I think that was 30 years ago and we need to get over it. And really, if you look statistically, we are actually the weakest country in Eurovision lately. We have the worst qualification record since the semi-final start in 2008. We came last in last year's Eurovision and we also came last in 2019 as well. Of course, 2020 was cancelled. Maybe would have come last in that? Probably not. I think Leslie would have done better. But yeah, we are on a 2 streak of coming last, on top of also coming last in the last year in Eurovision. So we are literally the worst country in the competition right now. There needs to be a massive change up, and in fairness, they have done a little bit of a change up. There's going to be a national final. I think it's a smart move. Even if all the songs are terrible, at least they can actually show us, look, all the songs we got were terrible. There was nothing better, as opposed to having an internal selection and then everyone's like, oh, why couldn't you find a good song? Maybe there were no good songs. So I think it's a smart move on their part. And really, if there is nothing special, we have to really start asking questions. Where is all this talent that we are saying that we're so completely and utterly full of? There are countries that are much smaller than us, Cyprus, Malta, Iceland, who are continually sending pretty good stuff. I don't understand why they're able to do it and we're not. There are budgetary issues. Why are those countries able to get over and we aren't? Anyway, I don't want to get too negative. We're going to go into this. I am very, very optimistic. No, I'm not optimistic. I'm very hopeful. They're very different things. I'm very hopeful that there will be something half decent. Having said that, we are starting off with Brendan Murray, who's already represented Ireland. I think it was 2018. Honestly, I thought his song was absolutely god-awful. No, it was 2017 in Ukraine. Dying to Try was the song. He clearly didn't die. He's back. He's being reincarnated. He came 13th, which I don't think is that bad. But they had like an interesting staging concept. He was there in the hot air balloon. I'm surprised. He obviously had a good experience if he's willing to come back. So that's kind of nice to see that he obviously enjoyed the process. He was ahead of Verona and Dance Alone. Bloody hell, that's actually not that bad. Anyway, it did nothing for me. Let's see what this song's like, because it's a new song and it's a new time, so we give him a fresh slate. This is written by him and Daryl Coyle. Ooh, okay, not the most convincing. Brendan Murray, Real Love, won a number secret bang. Oh, it's a slightly sexy vocal. Okay. He's got a singer-songwriter vibe going at the start. I wonder if he's going to do his falsetto thing he does. Doesn't he? Isn't that one of his tricks? It's sounding a little bit unspecial so far, but he's got time. Yeah, Westlife album filler so far. Ooh, I like that little melody there. I think he's got a decent voice. I don't particularly enjoy his voice, I gotta be honest. There's something about it, it's a little bit nasal maybe. Yeah, I really like this piano bit in the chorus. Yeah, it's very unspecial. I just want my sound's just a little bit higher. I actually want something good, not something passable. This is very passable. Like, I'm not saying this is bad at all. But I'm just looking for something that's actually a bit wow, and this is unwow. The audio is a little bit dodgy as well. I'm getting the impression that someone's recorded this from the radio. You know, Beats written this themselves, so fair play to them. It sounds like a competently written song. Yeah, it's just a little bit too on the safe side. A little bit borderline boring. Okay, next up, what's he gonna do? It's got a very standard construction. You know, this bridge, he's not going for a modern feel, that's for sure. Yeah, there's just a lot of 4 out of 10s in terms of lyrics, construction. Oh, that sudden end, you know I don't like a sudden end. Okay, look, guys, let's be real. That was not horrendous, but it was just pretty meh. And we're looking for more than that. You know, if we want to qualify, that is not a song that's going to qualify. It is just a bit dull. It's the type of song that would rely on everyone else fucking up. And we need more than that. We need to actually take a spot in the final. Anyway, look, that's a pretty good thing that he's written himself. But yeah, I never want to hear it again. Okay, let's go to the next song. It is Rachel Goode. She's saying, I'm loving me. Straight away from this font, I can tell she's going Dua Lipa. Oh my God, she's massively going Dua Lipa. Okay, let's see. Hopefully she's managed to put her own fingerprint on this and it is not just super generic. I'm loving me. Wanna know my secret bang? Yeah, Dua Lipa. You can tell from the font. It was done a lot last year. There were a lot of those electric blues and pinks. I think we had like 5-6 songs which had this AAA sound plus the blues and pinks. It's just like a year late to the party. And even that was like a bit... These are cool visuals. They're very Tron and Transformers. Come on, I hope she does something original. Like, this is just hyper generic so far. Come on, do something new. Or just give me a good melody. Okay, come on, come on. It's the same as Brendan. It's just grand. It's just no, and I just know this. I know exactly what the rest of the song is going to be in construct. Yeah, here we go, second verse. It sounds very Swedish in the kind of Melfest 1990s. That is an octave up, or that kind of like going up a note. Very Shirley Clamp, Min Charlotte. Yeah, this color scheme and visuals is just been massacred to death. Everybody's done it. And this isn't really a new take on it. The vocals sound fine. I'm more interested in the song as opposed to vocal. I don't think we have trouble finding a good person to sing. I think it's the song that we've issue with. Whoa. That guitar hates me. Yeah, key change. This is just what the Irish and British tend to do, is just this very checklist formula. This feels very checklist. Yeah, this is just, oh God, it's just beyond unspecial. Yeah, God, that was just, come on, let's be real, guys. I always get so much criticism for these videos from Irish people saying that I'm being overcritical, but I'm also just trying to be a realist here. I don't believe in chauvinism or hyper-patriotism. I find it really irritating in the Eurovision community. If I heard that in another national final, I would just give the exact same reaction. That is just so not good enough. It's fine, it's not horrendous, it's not a hot mess. I'd almost prefer a hot mess because at least that's something more memorable or grabbing. That is just so generic. 100%, well, not 100%, was it written by Swedes? Yes, it was written by Swedes. Okay, so it was a Melfest reject. Absolutely 10,000% that was a Melfest reject. It's not just me who's not into that. They wouldn't even put it into the top 28 in the Swedish national final. So, you know, I'd be absolutely gobsmacked if that wasn't a Melfest reject. Hey guys, I'm back for day 2 of the Irish National Final. I've got 2 more songs to listen to tonight. I'm going to listen to Brooke, That's Rich, and also Janet Grogan, Ashes of Yesterday. First up, I've got Brooke. I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited about this because I was actually going to stay at work and exercise. And then I heard that we had a half decent song. So I kind of maybe ran home to listen to it. I kind of skipped. Well, often I'm looking for any excuse to skip, but this was a particularly good one. Okay, we've got a looping video, kind of like Victoria had with Bulgaria. The song was written by her, Izzy Warner Collinson. I don't know those 2 words. Glad to see that they're not Swedish. No hate on Switch, you know I absolutely adore Melfest, but I really don't like these Melfest reject songs coming into Nashville. I just think it's a bit silly. If you can't make the top 28 in Sweden, the song just isn't good enough. It's simple as that, and I hate this. I can understand I don't want to like give up on the song, but I also just think that I just don't personally want them in the Irish national final. So this is Brooke. Wanna know my secret? Bang. Okay. So she's got a money gun. I like it. This has got a cool starting. It's a bit different. Oh. Oh, it's very different. Oh. Dare I hope. Oh, dare I hope. This is way better than the other two already. Come on. I like this little loop. It gives me a good idea what they're going for. Okay, if this is a good chorus, I have optimism. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Could we have a good song for the first time since 2018? Okay, I like where it's going. It sounds different. It's almost reminding me of Garbage. Is that a right reference? Okay, please grow, please grow. It's got a slight urban feel as well. Yeah. Oh, I really like it. Oh my god. I like a song from Ireland. Oh my god, this is the first time on my channel I've had a song I liked from Ireland. She's added in this singing. Oh, this is so good so far. Okay, just keep growing, keep growing. Yes, yes. Ah. Oh, some of these electronic elements are really nice they're putting in. Okay, she keeps going. This is brilliant. Come on. Bringing in some drums now, a little bit of percussion. Okay. Is she gonna break it? I actually would like a breakdown now after 2 minutes. Come on. Breakdown. Yes. Yes. They can have some great dancing now. Oh, I like it. I like it. It's very Keisha. Very Keisha. Okay, this is just freaking miles above the other dude. Yes, nice. Okay, she's building now. I can feel that this to have like a performance crescendo. What's that money she's got? Is that euro? Even this video is kind of cool. I'm still watching it even though it's just looping 2 seconds. It just shows that they've got some sort of visual concept ready. Even though this would have taken like 2 seconds to do. I think this is a great platform. I think this would be even better with a revamp. Yeah, oh my god, I'm so happy. Literally, I've been doing this channel for 3 years. This is my 4th year, and I've never liked one of our songs. 22 was bad. I didn't like either of. I liked her as a person, but I just didn't think either of the songs were good. I thought they were fine, but like to actually like one of our songs, look, at this point in time, I've heard 3 songs. That is just absolutely and utterly, definitely the best song that we would have sent since Riding a Shotgun. Like, absolutely no doubt. Like, I will absolutely argue that until dawn comes. That is just a actual proper, competitive, decent song. It doesn't sound really generic, and like that second song 100% it sounded like they just looked at loads of Eurovision videos and loads of like Swedish videos and loads of other people's work and just said, okay, let's put it into a mixing bowl and mix it and just make a worse version of that. This does sound like slightly referential, but it just sounds fresh. It doesn't sound like I've heard this 100 times already in previous contests or whatever, and it just sounds like it's got their identity and they're doing a couple of like risky things. You know, I think Ireland has a massive advantage in that English is, you know, obviously there are some people whose first language is Irish, but the majority of the country, the first language is English. We should have an advantage in lyrics, and often I don't think we take advantage of that enough, and that's rich. I kind of like that slight play on words, or just like using a kind of colloquial phrase. They've got this really short video, which is, the color schemes on it is a little bit overused. Teal, electric blue at their peak is really common recently in terms of a visual story. But I just like this thing with the money. They put it in just to give it a little tease. But it just makes you think that they're thinking about things, they're planning, they've actually thought this out. They're like, okay, where are we going to go with this? They've got a story to go with the video. And it just feels a little bit of relief as well that in 3 songs in, I've already got something decent. That was all I wanted. I just wanted something good to kind of hold on to. I do think that needs a revamp. Now, I'm not saying that's absolutely perfectly ready to go, but there's loads of time. Just getting the impression that they've got their finger on the pulse a little bit and they will be able to read the room and take feedback. Let's wait and see what else is there, but if one of those first 2 beat this, I would just be like, I would be I would give up all hope. I would be like, literally, we need to withdraw for a couple of years and just get our shit together. That is literally the point that I would reach. Let's go through to the fourth song, Janet Grogan. She's one of the backing singers for Ryan. I'm starting to see. I thought it was a girl at the piano. It wasn't actually. It was a girl who said "fuck yes" when we qualified. So she's been to Eurovision before. She's going through that classic route of Eurovision backup singer moves up. Samson from Austria did that. Vassal did that with North Macedonia. It's a pretty common path that people take. The song is called Ashes of Yesterday. It's written by Aidan O'Connor, who I believe was one of the writers on Czech Republic 2016. I might be wrong about that. I do know that was partly written by an Irish guy, and it looks like there's also 2 Swedish writers with him. One of them is Secret Bang. I'd like something maybe a little bit.
Run away, run away.
Okay.
Try to act like everything's okay.
Okay, this is a decent start. Okay. This is fine so far. Let's see where it's going to. It doesn't sound super new yet. Let's see. Who's it remind me of? Is it X Factory? Maybe is it gospel or something? A little bit gospel? Yeah, it's quite generic so far. At this point in time, it's falling into the same category as song number 1 and 2, which is just... Yeah, that melody isn't doing anything for me at all. It's that same category as the first and second song where it's just fine, 4 out of 10. It's a little bit hard to discern this first, second and fourth song. I don't think they've got anything that stands out. They're just aiming for reputable. Yeah, it sounds... Oh. There's just nothing in this production of this melody that sounds new or fresh or interesting. Yeah, it's just super generic. I think that's it in a nutshell. It's just very generic. Yeah, this is just not good. It's not good, it's okay, and I just, like I said in the other ones, I just want more than okay. Oh, that mix up. Oh, no, sorry. That just lost me. I'm dropping it from a 4 to a 3. That was just so cliche. This is a lot of cliches wrapped into one song. Like slowing down into a final big. Yeah, it's just. Oh. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that was just super meh. And you know what? Anyone who disagrees with me, I dare you to see that song charting anywhere. That song just would not chart anywhere. It's just too meh. That's not an interesting song. Okay. Anyway, end of day 2. Let's see what happens on day 3. Okay, we're back for day 3 of the Irish National Final. I've calmed down a little bit from yesterday. I think I slightly overreacted to Brooke's song. I think it's very good, but I think probably my reaction was a little bit over the top. The next song we got up is by Patrick O'Sullivan, One Kiss, One Night, One Promise. Gotta admit, that is a very dodgy title. I'm hoping this isn't another budget Dua Lipa song. This song with Patrick, it's written by Nicky Byrne. He was in 2016. And then he complained after saying political voting. It wasn't political voting. The song was crap. That really pissed me off, that comment. That's the kind of arrogant attitude that we don't need right now to make progress. We need to actually accept that our songs aren't good enough, and that's why we don't do well. It's not because of political voting. If there's political voting, the results would be the same every year because the politics of Europe aren't changing that much every year. That makes no sense. It's such a stupid argument. The other thing is, well, I gotta admit, I would like to see... We've only got one act left, but I would really like to see someone who isn't a solo artist. I would like to see maybe a band or a group or duet or just something a little bit different. You know, we look at an MGP and there's so many different varieties and genres and types of songs. Going forward, I think it's great we've gone back to international, but going forward, I really need to look at the Norwegian model. How is a country that's got the same population as us, like absolutely light years ahead of us, even if you don't like that style of music in MGP, you cannot deny that the variation and the quality of artists and the different styles of people that they've gotten, the variation is just miles ahead of us. So that's something I hope that the Irish community can kind of look at as maybe one potential model to work towards. I think specifically because the population is the same and surely the budget's similar as well. I still don't get why our national final needs to be on the Ryan Tuberty show or the Late Late Show. Why can't we just rent out a theatre or something? They say they've got enough money. It really feels like they get stuck. I've actually been in that studio. I did work experience in RTE in fourth year. So it's freaking tiny, like it's absolutely and utterly tiny. Why can't they find somewhere else to do it? It just feels so cheap and budget. I'm sure they could run something out or do something like Czech Republic have done or something different. Something fresh. I think the Late Late Show as the host is just not right. Okay, One Night, One Kiss, One Promise. One Number Secret Bang. Come on, Patrick. Just totally subvert my expectations. Okay, it is 80s, but this actually sounds okay so far, I suppose. Sorry, I can't hear myself. Okay, and his vocals interesting. Yeah, the visuals are just... It's, oh god, it's just overdone. I hope we're not going to get this Eurovision this year as well. This exact same thing. We had 5 of them or something last year. It was crazy. This has definitely got a bit more sass and attitude than the Melfest Rejects. I like his vocal. Nah, it's fine. It's one of the better Melfest Rejects. This mix-up, it feels like Ireland UK Eurovision checklist. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Poland last year, but not as good. I still think this is pretty safely my number 2 so far, though. Oh, that guy looks like he's taking a dump. It's just, I want to hear something a little bit new or different. Like, with the Norwegian songs, I felt kind of, I didn't know what to expect. And I knew exactly what to expect when I saw the thumbnail. Like, it's a little bit different, I thought, but it's 95% what I expected. It's definitely got more of a pulse than the other ones. I can see some people liking this, definitely. It's got something to grab onto. I wonder if one of the things that we need to do is maybe bring in a little bit more like famous producer, someone to just mix things up. Just have a new voice. When was the last time we really sent something or had something really out there? God, probably Jedward. God, was that even out there though? It wasn't really. That was a Swedish written song as well. Yeah, look, it's fine. Look, I felt very comfortable speaking over that because it was just very predictable. But compared to the other ones, it was definitely better. That's a very safe number 2 for me. Really, the other 3 I never want to listen to again. I've made it pretty clear I'm looking for something that's got something special, that something's going to be competitive in Turin. That would absolutely and utterly not be competitive in Turin for 5 seconds. It wouldn't come as last as the other 3, and as I said before, Brooke's got a shot. I don't think Brooke's song's complete, although I do need to emphasize that. I just like the starting product that we've got. Really still miles above the rest of me, but we've still got 1 song left. I really hope that there's something that's a different genre, not pop, not Scandi pop, not Dua Lipa rip-off pop, and not that purple, not that electric blue and green color scheme. To see someone with a duet or some traditional music. I would love to hear a traditional song, or I don't know, some weird mix up like a shum style traditional on music with like dance or something. At the end of the day, with a national final, you only need 1 good song. But I am looking at this from future edition perspective as well. Like, I want a longer term solution. Don't just want like 1 year scraping by because you just kind of got lucky with 1 song. I want to build something, and right now it looks like they're only able to attract Melfest Rejects and people who kind of, I get the vibe, were on The Voice and X Factor and got cut pretty early. So they need to see how can they get fresh artists, interesting artists. Anyway, that is the 5th song. Back tomorrow or another day for the last song. Okay, so it's the final day. We've got the 6th song. Yeah, We're Gonna Get Out of It by Miles Graham. Now, it's a pretty interesting title, and he looks very different from the rest of them. He's got a different... He looks less like a Voice reject. Already a little bit optimistic that we've got something that's even remotely different from all this kind of Scandi pop reject songs. So that is a good thing already off the bat. I'm watching the extended version because I'm an absolute glutton for punishment. He's written the song with himself and Justin Broad and Paul Herman. I don't know who those are. I don't recognize those names. Last chance. I really hope this is good. I want some competition for Brooke. Yeah, I just want there to be a backup plan in case she kind of, I don't know, maybe she can't perform live or something. One and number secret bang. Okay, that is not the best start. Now, I do like that vocal. And I like that it's a little bit different and a bit alternative. It's a different vibe, thank fuck. This children bit singing does remind me of Daz Sampson from the UK. I like his vocal, it's different, it's not a pop shady vocal, it's smooth, I just said it, I like it. Nah, I'm not saying I like the song, I'm just picking out a positive, in case I have to tear it to shreds later. All the different races, 6 white contestants, did we really see that? Okay, look, it's got a different vibe, which is what I was absolutely praying for. The chorus is very repetitive. Okay, and they're giving some ideas for what they might go for staging. This dancing is a little bit like, what was that guy? Praise Me. I can't remember his name. Slim Junk Fast. Oh, fuck. That's going to be really embarrassing when I remember his real name. Like, and I'm talking over a lot of it. I get the vibe of what he's talking about. It's a feel-good positivity song, which is great. So he didn't mean it in the sense of let's take drugs. He meant it in the sense of we'll get over the pandemic. Look, this wouldn't do well in Eurovision. It's a little bit nice and pleasant. It's very reminiscent as well of German guy from last year. Sorry, I can't remember his name. I can't remember anyone's name. I've got early onset Alzheimer's. What was his name? I'm actually gonna look up because that's bothering me. Sorry. Yenrik. It's easy listening. It's also got a little bit of reminiscent of what they called Naz Loppy or Jazz Loppy, the JCB song. That was a very... Oh, why is that blurred? Something got blurred there. I want to know what it is. Yeah, the children in the back, I just don't like children singing on songs. I don't know. It's been done. It does really remind me of Daz Sampson. Reminds me of Justice as well, French electronic band from the noughties. But look, this is just really, really above the rest. Just almost by default. Not the rest. Everyone but Brooke. The other 4. Just in the fact it's just remotely different. It's got a different viewpoint. It's such a breath of fresh air, and yeah, and he looks, I just like that he's just different. That's how desperate I am for any variation whatsoever in this national final. Then, now the crescendo's not great here, we're going to an instrumental. Maybe this is the extended part actually. Maybe it ended earlier. Yeah, look, I actually am pretty positive to that. Let's be really, really honest. This is a really shit national final. And I don't know if people are going to dispute that. From what I've read in the community online, that's the overwhelming consensus, is that it's a very weak national final. Now, I don't want to be all negative. I've got positives. We'll go through them simultaneously. First and foremost, there is absolutely no fucking variety in this national final whatsoever. It is just pop, Scandi pop, Scandi pop rejects, Melfest rejects, Scandi pop, Melfest rejects, Scandi pop rejects. It is all the same. That song was a bit of breath of fresh air. It was way too samey. I think it's absolutely crazy that they did not go out of their way to purposefully put a variety into this national final and give people from different genres a chance to showcase. Go out of your way to pick a rock song, even if it's absolute and utter dog shite. Tell them that they've got their place. Say, look, just clean up. We'll get a producer to help you in. Put in a rock song. Put in a traditional Irish song. Put in a song in Irish. You don't have to have a song in Irish, but look, give it a little bit of variety. Don't give us fucking 5 pop, Scandi pop, not even Irish sounding pop, just really generic, like Dua Lipa rip off. Just Brendan Murray, that song is just so boring. Really just unfresh, stale crap. Why is there not coming forward? Use this as an opportunity to build something into the future. They've just gone with the 6 safest and mostly dullest songs. It's really, really frustrating. There were 320 entries. You're not telling me that any of those entries were traditional or rock or indie or anything different. It's mind-blowing to me. They should have one of each. They should have a fucking dog singing one of the songs. Just mix it up. Have something different whatsoever. My other big gripe is, why is this still on the Late Late Show? It's embarrassing. It's like a tag on to this show that's just, I don't know what the demographic who watches it is, but I just don't think that there's got a connection to Eurovision at all. It just feels really like this is how incredibly unimportant it is that we're going to tag it on as a pin to Ryan Tubridy's show. Why would someone think that Ireland's taking a big deal? Like, why would a young artist say, oh yeah, we're taking this seriously, I have to go onto this TV show as a side act to beg for a place? It's it's just so off-putting. It needs to be its own show. Do what the Czechs are doing. The Czechs are doing like a real kind of online show. Do that. Do what M at UNK. I don't understand why we have the same population as Finland. We got the same population as Norway. They're able to do these big finals, but we don't have the money. Well, if we don't have the money, why don't we do it like the Czech Republic or San Marino doing? San Marino's got like fucking 20 people. We've got almost 5 million people. How can we not do anything in comparison to San Marino? It's just absolutely mind-blowing to me. It's really frustrating. I don't want to be all negative. At least they're actually doing a national final. We're trying to make a change. We've come last twice in the past 2 adult Eurovision and the Juniorvision. We're on a 3 streak of coming last in the competition. We suck. We suck so bad. There should be big changes. Why did it take 3 last places for there to be such a big change? There should be bigger changes than that. At least we've got a national final and we've got something remotely different. Maybe they're trying to signal to the community, look guys, we just get shit songs. Maybe that's the purpose of this national final. Say, look, this is what we get. We do the best with what we're given. What else are we meant to do? I kind of get that, but I wish that they would almost have exaggerated how bad it was. Give us like this terrible rock song, this terrible indie song, this terrible dog rock song, and then just we were okay, guys, you really are in a fix. The other thing of giving all the genres a chance is if you put in a really bad rock song, you'll get some Irish songwriters saying, wow, we can do a better rock song than that, and they'll come in. All the other genres must think, it doesn't matter how good our song is, they'll just put in a shitty pop song in front of us. Look, it's a starting point, but I don't see how this is going to draw in better people. What about this is appealing to a young artist? What says we take variety, we're looking for different singers. We've got 6 singers who look the exact same. They're all white in their 20s, The Voice, X Factor rejects. Is there nobody else? There's no duet, there's no young people, there's no old people, there's no people from a different background. Is that representative? It doesn't really scream like opportunities to... It's just very, very frustrating. And then, you know, it's going to be the same shit. It's going to be like, oh, it's political. No, it's not. Our songs are crap. Where are all these songwriters that apparently we're so full of? We're dripping in depth of songwriting. If it's like that, then where are they? Finland have got 7 great songs in our final from different genres and different varieties. If we've got so much depth, where is it? Half these songs aren't even written by Irish people. What do they need to do to get some grassroots stuff? Maybe they should just be getting buskers off the street and just saying, look, write a song. We'll definitely put you into like the shortlisting. I don't know. I don't want to be too harsh on that delegation because I don't know if they just have tried all this stuff and it's just there is nothing and they can't come out and say there are no good songwriters in Ireland, or if they just suck. The thing I'm most disappointed about is that there's no traditional Irish music, there's no traditional songs. I think Ryan Donald got a little bit of slack for doing a bit of Barrow stuff in 2015. He qualified and then he came last, but he qualified still. I don't mind the bit of Barrow, you know, I wouldn't want 6 Barrow songs, but I like just a little bit of mixing up. That's such an obvious mix-up to 5 Scandi pop songs, is put in a bit of Barrow and a bit of traditional, have a like traditional band going. You know, interview a couple of bands and get them in and maybe even pay them a fee. Look, lads, will you write a song for this? We'll give you 2,000-3,000 euro to cover your costs while you're writing it. Let's put in a song. Let's inspire something. Let's put in a bit of investment in and come up with a long-term plan. First thing, the long-term plan is get yourself off the Late Late Show, definitely. So I don't want to be all negative. I'm trying to give constructive criticism here instead of just saying this is shit and this and this shit and this is shit. Like I said, the positive is that we've got a good song in this form of Brooke Scullion. I think that song is definitely the best by an absolute mile. I think it needs a revamp and it needs get some good producers to give it a very fresh thing, but she's got a cool look. They had a good little vignette there. The song sounded good. To be honest, I don't remember. I might be reacting to how good it is, but from what I remember, it was pretty decent. I don't know if it's just the contrast to the rest of them being very mediocre that made me feel like it was just, I kind of exaggerated how good it is. I hope that's not the case, but we just need to do something different. It's just, oh man. We are not coming last because of geopolitics. We're coming last because we consistently send out of touch, bland, mediocre pop, and we don't have a good national final. That's the absolute fact about it. Okay, look, guys, that is my rant about the Irish national final. What do you like? I think it's quite clear what my one and 2 are. Brooke by a mile, then Miles, and then I would, of the other 4, I would probably pick out Patrick O'Sullivan as my number 3. Miles, I think, could be charming to some people. I think there is definitely an element of charm in that song. And Brooke, I'm not saying she'd definitely qualify, but I think she would be in the mix. And with a revamp, I think that's very possible that she could qualify. Let me know what you think about the Irish national font in the comment section down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye.